This is f***ed up. Scarsdale, New York, 1.1 million for this castle. It has a literal, like, turret. What the f? Built like this so when the English invaded, we could ward them off. Price seems right. You're not West Coast pilled. God. Whatever millennial decided to paint the walls this ugly neutral gray, though, not even a warm-toned gray, send him to The Hague. That's an easy repaint job, though. Nah, dude, that's expensive. For this? That's fine, man. 1,800 square feet, a castle? 1.15? This isn't like a normal house. I don't know. It's haunted? It might be haunted. This paint job, though. You need to get this. This needs to be like warm yellow and like, you know, like deep green. Like this house has character, so you need to paint it with character. You can't paint it into like beige lifelessness. A nice dark red. That'd be pretty nice. Needs a Mediterranean aesthetic. It really doesn't, considering the fact that it's like a colonial castle home. Totally different vibes. Some flipper probably remodeled it and did the best they could to destroy all the character. You guys ever like to watch those TikToks where some couple that was probably loaned 60,000 or like granted $60,000 by their parents when they graduated from college? They're like, you know, doing our first home flip for the Airbnb or whatever, and they take this beautiful but kind of dusty house and they just paint everything gray and white. For me, the warning sign, this is my personal opinion, but I believe it so strongly. If you ever choose to paint the cabinets and like cupboards and everything in your kitchen white, you're not seeing the gates of heaven. Marble, tile, natural wood grain stain, whatever. But if you're painting that shit white, yeah, that's some like IKEA shit. Man, IKEA offers a lot of good stuff, but people are like anti-wood grain these days, man. What happened? Since we're doing this, this is fucked up. Also in Scarsdale, 1.5 million, 3,000 square feet. Jesus Christ. 404 huzzars. Again, with the... At least it's not gray. It's like a faint yellow. But why do they kill all the character in these places?
Let's talk about these stairs.
Annie,
Y'all
no.
are absolutely hating the fact that we took these stairs out. Don't get me wrong, they were absolutely gorgeous, but honestly, just not ideal. To get to the kitchen, you either had to go through the living room, and y'all, I can't wait for y'all to see the after, or you had to walk under the staircase.
Oh, no?
Donnie 6'2", and it's just not ideal to walk under to get to the kitchen. If this wasn't going to be our primary residence, then I'd see no issue just leaving them. But we're so excited to make this our dream home and host so many family events. So it just made sense to us to take the stairs out so they weren't the first thing that you seen when you walked out the kitchen. I am going to give y'all a little sneak peek at the end of the video, so make sure y'all stay with me. But even through every single door that you come through, the stairs were the focal point. Block the beautiful
you can fix this with like framing. You can frame around the stairs. You can put stuff here. Like you've left the entire opening room empty. Of course the focal point is the stairs. You haven't put anything else in the main room.
that you come through, the stairs were the focal point. Block the beautiful view into the backyard. So it just made sense to me that they needed to be taken out. I think that this is just so much more family friendly. But y'all's comments are literally giving me nightmares. But that's okay. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. But I'm going to circle back that this is our dream house and we're just trying to make it as homey as possible. We even opened up the case opening to the kitchen more. And y'all got us. We are going for the modern farmhouse look.
Is there a greater architectural red flag than the obsession with modern farmhouses? What if we returned with a V, but we also have a net income in the mid six-figure range? Like, what if we returned with a V, but we're unable to give up any of the comfy accommodations of modern living?
Hope y'all still follow along for the journey. And here's a sneak peek at the new stairs.
Jesus Christ! Oh, man. Man. Modern farmhouse is like neoclassicism. I think you're right. I think that it's like neoclassicism, but worse. Because rather than like in lieu of new ideas, we romanticize like Roman architecture. In lieu of new ideas, we romanticize like, you know, plantations and Midwestern farmhouse living, except we make 10 times what the people who live in the Midwest farmhouses make. What happened to whimsy? These people have no souls. This is so beautiful, man. If you had the money, to do a stair renovation, couldn't you just keep the spiral but have it be a little bit steeper and open up to the side here? If I had infinite money and could make that alteration, I would keep the essential spiral here, but I would have it start here so that it arches up earlier. You have a bit more headway right here. And then you can, like, you see what I mean, right? Like, I think that would, I can see that, like, if I wanted to do that. But I would keep the stair, like, fundamentally, you know? I think the carpet is hideous. I think you're insane nuts, but everyone already knows that, and that's why you have that name. That's a beautiful emerald. Or, like, forest green? I don't know the difference between emerald green and forest green. Palette cleanser? I'm sorry, this to me is like Disney shit, as evidenced by the music. I don't care for this at all. This is going in the opposite direction to me. I bet there's wood floors under that carpet and tile. Okay, it's opinion time, all right? Your living room. Carpeted or hardwood floors, but with a big, like, rug that's under the like, TV couch area, so it's your feet are on it, like, 90% of the time. Just hardwood. We have just hardwood enjoyers as well, it seems. I didn't even consider that for an option. What's your thought on 70s style, like, living room pits like this? I think they're neat, but I think they lack customizability. The issue with stuff like this is that you need custom-built furniture in order to edit or remodel it, which can get really expensive. I think they're really cool, but I like having these done in ways that are a little more modular, so you can make alterations without doing stuff like uprooting flooring or whatever, you know? It's a cute idea. I think it's cute to look at, but have you ever actually, like, sat in one of these? Because I haven't, but I could kind of understand how, like, if I want to talk to people, I don't want to be in a lower space than the main space. You know what I mean? Like, if I wanted to sit down, imagine there's a party and there's like 15 people in the living room and you're like, I want to sit down and chill. And then you sit down in a lower area than everyone else, you know? So your head is at like knee level. I feel like that would be kind of off-putting. It's a little bit like the cuck pit, you know? The what? The cuck pit. Yeah, straining your neck to look up at anyone who's outside the cuck pit. Yeah. They were from a time when sex parties were more common. I don't think that's true. I think that sex parties are still plenty common. I just don't think that people... I don't think those were ever common, man. If they were super common, then there'd be a bunch of houses that still have them in it. I think it's just like some expensive custom-made houses had them, you know. I don't think they were like super common or anything. Yeah, exactly. The sex parties are happening in 700 square foot Chicago apartments now. It used to be wealthy people had the sex parties because they were like Dionysian hedonists, but now it's poor queer people having sex parties and they can't afford big houses. I think that's better. I think it's better when wealthy people aren't having sex and poor people are.